Hey, you guys, this is Just Ask Heidi mini podcast, and I am your host, Heidi. All right, so we're going to do part two of what is it Heidi had no business doing when she was younger. All right, so this day in particular, um, actually this week in particular, I used to go to my sister's on the weekends. They roommated together, and they're 10 and 6 years, one 10 years older than me, then the other one 6 years older than me. So at that time I was only 14, and they wanted me to stay the weekend with them. And we used to have nice time, go over there. We'll my older sister she'll grill or make some crabs or something like that. And we have a nice little weekend, watching movies and so forth. Whatever, we'll go to Blockbuster and get us some movies or Hollywood Video. You remember that back in the days? So that night particular on a Saturday, either Friday or Saturday, they was like, you know what? Let's go out. And I was like, well, how y'all gonna leave me here by myself? I was like, we can't leave Heidi here by herself because she'll tell mama. So that was like, all right, we gotta take her with us. So um my oldest sister was like, well, we gotta put some makeup on her. And my sister that's 6 years older than me, she put some eyeliner on my eyes. They put me a little bit of lipstick on. And I had an asymmetric bob anyway, so it wasn't like I looked it young, but at the same time, I knew I was young. And if you looked at me long enough, you knew I was young. I've been the same height since I was 12 years old, 5'5". So people would think that I was a little bit older for my age when I was younger. Anywho, so once they got me looking like I could have passed to get inside this club. So again, if y'all from Jacksonville, I know I didn't even tell you where the place was going. We were going to Jazzco. And if you know about Jazzco in the commercial from back in the days, you already know how it was. So we went to Jazzco. We got there at the place, and my sister's like, they're gonna ask for her ID. My older sister was like, no, they ain't gonna ask her. Just let her just walk on the side. She walked on the side. Ain't nobody gonna look at her ID. And they didn't. They all let me walk right up in that place. And they was jamming up in there. I'm like, ooh, I'm at a club. And they just jamming around and dancing and all that. I'm like, damn, this is what I've been missing. Because I always wanted to go. Because all my sisters always going somewhere back in the days. And, I just want to just be grown with them and hang out with them. So um, they end up venturing off. And I sat in the corner. They said, here, you sit right here. I sat in that corner. And this man came to me. He tried to talk to me. He said he was 30 years old. I was like, ew, you're old. I'm like, I said, I told him, I didn't even tell him I was 14. I actually told the guy that I was, I think 16. And he was like, too young. Like, I didn't want to talk to you in the first place, sir. Um, so they just dance on a dance floor, and I'm just looking like this. Just sitting there in the corner, literally in the corner, Jazzco. And I was so happy when it was ready to leave. And we left. We stopped at Taco Bell. Was it Taco Bell? We stopped somewhere and got something to eat. And that was that. And when I tell you, I wanted to go there so bad, and I went there and I got exactly what I wanted. Nothing that I really would want it to be there and participate in at 14 years old. So my curiosity of trying to go to a club at 14, it was cured at that moment when I went there. And I looked around and I seen all these people. At that time, they was old to me. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of old people around here. But guess what? I ain't had a business up there in the first place. My ass should have been at home, but I wasn't. I was at Jazzco at 14 years old. You remember that commercial? Jazzco, if you haven't heard. You weren't supposed to know. I was not supposed to have been there. That's what that was about. But that was one of the times I had no business being out in the streets. But I was with my sisters. You know, they wasn't gonna let nothing happen to me. Um, that's part two of Heidi ain't had no business doing nothing around that age, but being at the house. So I'm gonna do part three. I got a lot of them. I really enjoyed myself growing up. I had fun, especially my childhood best friend. She know who she is. We have fun. Okay, fun. And I ain't talking about what y'all minds thinking. Not that type of fun. Just childhood fun. So yes, it's gonna be part three. All right. So I thank y'all. DM me like you've been doing. Also, please comment underneath. Y'all have been DMing me about the questions and answers. Like I ain't never say nothing. So just do me a favor. Just DM me. I mean, I'm sorry. Just comment underneath, please. Let me know what you think. Yeah. Thank you.